Hi, do you want to market your product or services more effectively to the market? Do you want to know how you can build better thought leadership so that you stand out in the market? If yes, this video is for you. Hi, my name is Dickson and I'm the author of this book, Leadership for Future of Work, 9 Ways to Build Career Edge Over Robots with Human Creativity. And today I want to talk to you about 3 ideas that you can use to build your thought leadership. Now, you may be wondering, hey Dickson, why do we need to care about today's content? Why do we need to care about thought leadership or thought leadership marketing? The reason is very simple, because nowadays the marketplace is increasingly crowded. So if you are an entrepreneur, if you're a solopreneur, if you offer certain products or services, you've got to stand out. And how you can stand out in the crowded marketplace? You need to offer some unique perspective. You need to offer some unique thinking. You need to share your perspective with your prospect so that they know, okay, you are someone that they can trust. So that's why this is important. You pay attention to today's video, because I'm going to share with you 3 ideas that you can start building your thought leadership. So what are the 3 ideas that you can use to build your thought leadership? Number 1 is what I call educational content. Educational content. So what does that mean? That means you need to produce some content that are of education value, right, to your target market, to your potential customer. So that means you have to create some articles, you need to create some videos, you need to create some content to teach people some educational insight. So for example, right, you can, if you are a graphic designer, right, you can create a content, right, to teach people, right, how to do effective graphic design, right, that help convert customer, right? So you can create some kind of like educational content on that, right? So you can use this framework, how to, right, how to blah blah blah, right? So let's say you are a financial consultant, right? You help people do financial planning, right? So you can create some content called how to prepare your retirement, right, in 3 simple steps, right? So that is the number 1, educational content. This is the first idea that you can use to build your thought leadership. How about the second one? Right? The second one to help you build thought leadership is what I call the future trends, right? Future trends. So what you need to do is you need to share your perspective about what's going on in the industry, what's going on in the market, what are the future trends, what are some of the things that will be happening soon. By sharing your perspective on the future trends, right, people will naturally perceive you as an expert, as a thought leader in this industry, in this sector. Why? Because people want to know what's going on, right, in the future. People don't want to look back to the past. People want you to guide them to predict what's going on in the future. So for example, if you are an engineer, you are in the manufacturing, or if you are a manufacturing consultant, what you can do is you can offer your perspective on what are the future trends in manufacturing. Then you can talk about, okay, some of the things happening in the manufacturing sector, the industry 4.0, the automation trends, the robotization trends, and so on and so forth. Right? So that is the second things that you can do to build your thought leadership. Now, how about the third one? Right? The third one that you can use to build your thought leadership is what I call the research report, right? Research report. So what you need to do is you can conduct some primary research. You can actually ask some questions to your friends, to your community, and ask them, hey, what's going on in the world, in your world right now, and what do you see, what's happening in 1 or 2 years' time, right? Then you can do some research. By sharing the research result, by sharing the research finding, people will appreciate that, because you help them to understand what is going on. For example, if you are a human resources consultant, or if you are a recruitment consultant, what you can do is you can do some survey about what is the job market status right now, what is the recruitment status right now. You can ask your community, hey, what are the top 5 channels for you to recruit candidates for your job. Right? So people will be able to share some information and data with you, and then you aggregate all this data and information, then you can publish a research report, and people will love to hear from you because you provide value to them by sharing research finding. Okay. So to recap, right, what are the 3 things that you can do to build your thought leadership? Number 1, educational content. Share some of the educational content to teach people to do certain things, right? So typically it will be how to blah blah blah, right, in how many steps, right? So that is the first one. The second one is what I call the future trends. Share your perspective on the future trends, right? Help people know what will be happening in that market. And thirdly is what I call the research report, right? By sharing some of the research finding. People will appreciate that because you help them to cut through all the noise and have a sense of what is going on in the market. So to recap, number 1, educational content. Number 2, future trends. Number 3, research report. Right? Now, some of you may be asking, hey Dickson, it seems that there are 3 things you need to do right now, and you may find it a bit overwhelming. Actually, there's one idea that you can do. You can combine all 3 into one. You can combine the educational content, future trends, as well as research report, right, into one. Do you want to know what is the one thing that you can do immediately combining all 3? If yes, let me share it with you. Okay, the answer is you should write a book. Yes, you should write a book, right? So this is a book that I published, right? You should write your book as well, because by writing a book, inside the book, right, definitely you will have educational content inside the book, and secondly, you will be able to share your perspective on the future trends, and number 3, you will be able to share some of your research findings. Right? So, for example, right, in this book, Leadership for Future of Work, 9 Ways to Build Career Edge Over Robots with Human Creativity, I talk about my educational content, helping people to be more future ready, to help people to understand the future trends, and also I share some research finding. Right? So I managed to combine all 3 ways to build thought leadership into one thing, one project. This is the book, and I'm sure, right, you will be able to do the same as well. Right? So time for you to think about how to build your thought leadership, and also, right, time for you to think about, right, to write your own book. So once again, this is Dickson, and I hope you find this is something valuable. If you find this valuable, share with your friends and colleagues. Start building your thought leadership. Cheers.